My dad always said, family comes first. But I didn't realize he meant his new family, not me. The text came on a Wednesday morning, just as I was dropping my daughter off at school. Don't bother coming for Thanksgiving this year. We're keeping it small. No explanation, no call, just that sentence, casual and cold, from my father. I stared at it, thumb hovering over the screen, my daughter waving goodbye in the rearview mirror. Small. That was their word for without me. It shouldn't have hurt as much as it did, but the truth is, I'd been the invisible one for years, the forgotten daughter after Dad married Karen, his soulmate, who was only 10 years older than me. I remember the first dinner after their wedding. Karen smiled sweetly across the table and said, "You'll always be like a sister to my kids." Her kids were 5 and 7. I was 24. That should have been my first warning. She didn't see me as family, just competition for his attention. But I tried. Every year, every birthday, every emergency, I showed up. When Dad had surgery, I was the one sitting in the hospital hallway. When Karen's kids needed help with college applications, I edited their essays. When the youngest, Ellie, got engaged, I paid for the engagement party. No one asked me to, I just thought that's what daughters do. Now I was standing in the school parking lot reading a text that erased all of it. Before I tell you how this played out, hit like and tell me in the comments. Have you ever realized your family only loves you when you're useful? Because that's exactly what happened to me. I work in real estate, not glamorous, but steady. I had savings, connections, and a habit of fixing problems that weren't mine. When Ellie started planning her wedding, she called me crying about venues and costs. Dad says he can't help much right now, she sniffled. So I offered. I found the perfect vineyard outside the city. I negotiated the deposit, arranged the catering, even pulled some favors for a discount on photography. Everything was booked under my name, because I was the responsible one. For months, the wedding became my full-time side job. Late-night calls about color palettes, vendor issues, family drama. I told myself it was worth it, that one day they'd see I was part of this family too. But then came that text, "Don't bother coming." No warning, no explanation. I scrolled up through the family group chat and saw it. Karen had sent a picture of the seating chart. My name wasn't there. Not even as a guest. Ellie had reacted with a heart emoji. I typed one line. "Then you won't need my venue contract either." For a moment, no one replied. Then Karen sent back a laughing emoji. Ellie wrote, "Don't be dramatic. It's already paid." They didn't know. The booking was in my name. The payments were on my card. And that was the moment everything began to shift. That night, I sat at my kitchen table surrounded by bills, invoices, and silence. My daughter colored beside me, humming softly. I looked at her, her small, trusting face, and realized I'd been teaching her the wrong kind of loyalty. The kind that hurts you quietly while everyone else laughs. I opened my laptop and searched the venue contract. Right there, bold letters. Primary contact, Rachel Lane. My name. My responsibility. My power. I didn't cancel it right away. I waited. 2 days passed. Then 3. Karen posted on Facebook, "Can't wait to celebrate Ellie's big day, family is everything Redheart." That word, the family, burned worse than the rejection. By Monday, the venue called to confirm the final payment. I took a breath and said, "Actually, I'd like to cancel." The woman paused. "Are you sure? You'll lose part of the deposit." "That's fine," I said. "Please send written confirmation." And just like that, their dream wedding disappeared from the calendar. At first, I felt sick. Not guilty, just shaky. Like I'd finally set down something I'd been carrying too long. 2 days later, my phone started buzzing. Ellie called first. I ignored it. Then Karen. Then Dad. Voicemails poured into panic, anger, confusion. What did you do, Rachel? The venue says the booking's gone. You're ruining your sister's wedding. My sister. The same one who hadn't invited me. I didn't reply. Instead, I called someone else, my old friend Naomi. She and her wife had been saving for a small ceremony but couldn't afford a fancy venue. When I told her I had one fully paid, available, and already decorated, she thought I was joking. No joke, I said. It's yours if you want it. They cried on the phone. And for the first time in months, my own heart felt quiet. By Friday, Karen posted a cryptic Facebook status, "Some people don't know the meaning of family." The comments poured in, sympathy from her church friends and neighbors. I didn't defend myself. I didn't need to. Because the following weekend, Naomi's wedding happened at that same vineyard. The photos were stunning. Golden sunlight over the hills, candles glowing in the reception hall, real laughter echoing in every frame. I stood quietly in the back, watching two people promise each other kindness, the one thing my own family never managed to give. Meanwhile, back at Dad's house, chaos was unraveling. Karen blamed me. Ellie cried. Dad tried to fix it, offering to move the wedding to the backyard. It rained that week. Guests canceled. Vendors demanded new deposits. And suddenly, the family that had mocked me was drowning in the mess I used to clean up. 3 days later, Dad called. "Rachel, what you did was cruel." I let him talk, his voice tight with disappointment. When he finished, I asked one question. "Would you have still invited me if I'd kept paying?" He didn't answer. The silence was long and heavy, the kind that tells you everything.
Dad stopped calling. Karen unfriended me. And yet, somehow, my life felt lighter than it ever had before. One evening, Naomi sent me a photo from their honeymoon, both of them smiling, radiant, happy. Underneath it, she wrote, "You gave us a beginning." I smiled, whispering to myself, maybe that's what I needed too. That night, I sat on my balcony watching the city glow, my daughter asleep inside. I thought about all the years I'd spent begging for a seat at someone else's table. And how peace came the moment I built my own. So if you've ever had to choose between keeping the peace and having peace, take it from me. Choose yours. It's quieter, it's lonelier at first. But it's real. And you'll finally sleep without waiting for the next apology that never comes.